Are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
48-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Henry's got it out on the left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Complete to Derrick Henry. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson options out left. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He's taken down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
The ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Carr completes it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Carr's pass.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 17. Falcons nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to... And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Loss on the play.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Falcons 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Over first and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot here before half for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Carr taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The tackle made. Back.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Able to shake him off. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Falcons 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 20. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
15, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. Completes it to Samuel.
That's good.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And
that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11.
1st down, Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. to throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete here.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jamie Gillen.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson got a man, Slayton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
23 more yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Derrick Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Henry on the handoff.
You know that old expression, it's not my night.
On the tackle.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and
The Atlanta
10.
offense out there for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Gesicki, 59 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starter's telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 5.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal, Miami.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for Mike Gesicki, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
2-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. On the move to his left. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Carr. And nearly intercepted. Oh, they could have had victory if he had held on. Now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
41.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Falcons, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.